Back to our top story now. The KwaZulu-Natal provincial government and the Mandela family are celebrating the 56th anniversary of the struggle icon Nelson Mandela's arrest. Let's cross live now to our reporter Nolithando Nkosi, who's at the celebrations in Howick, KwaZulu-Natal. Nolithando, very good morning to you. Sounds like a very full day for you. Can you just take us through the program?
Good morning to you, Mpong. Good morning to the viewers at home. Yes, it's been a very busy morning indeed. We kicked off the morning with the walk from Midmar Dam, a 5-kilometer walk, and we made our way to the capture site here in Howick. The walk was about 5 kilometers, as I've said, and it was a kickstart to the celebrations. Now, we do know that Nelson Mandela was arrested right here, right behind me, on this day in 1962. And as such, the province rather is commemorating this day, but especially I think that the biggest thing today is the unveiling of the car that Utata was driving when he was captured. I'm just going to move out of the frame so you can actually see the car. This is the car that he was driving when he was captured, directly behind the sculpture that is right there. Right now I have with me the MEC for Kokta Nomusa Dube Ngube. He's just going to talk us through the significance of actually commemorating this day over and above Mandela Day, which we celebrated on the 18th of July, and also just the significance of the actual walk. I hear that we walked 5 kilometers, which is one of the categories that is going to be run during the Nelson Mandela Day Marathon, which is expected later on this month. Thank you so much for joining us, MEC. Just talk us through the events for today, the significance of unveiling this car, the walk, as well as everything else that we are going to be doing throughout the day.
Well, today it's been a very important day, but also a somber day because we remember how far we've gone as a country. We started retracing the steps that led to this actual site where we are at today, the capture site where Nelson Mandela was captured, and this is the last time when he was seen out of a jail from that day onwards, when things began and the long trial that ensued after all that. The significance also of retracing the step with the mayors is also to remind our leaders, particularly at the local government level, that we shouldn't take what the people have entrusted on us for granted. A healthy mind is also a bright mind. That's what we were emphasizing to them, but also to say we need to continue doing every day a Mandela Day. We need to work very hard in changing the lives of those people, because in all these years, the number of our people who have been without water, electricity services, good environment, safety environment. We've been talking recently about how many of our women, our children are being abused, gender-based violence, and we are saying all these social ills are things that Nelson Mandela, where he is, he would have been preaching to us that let's hold hands and fight against all forms of abuse and fight against all forms of discrimination. And that is why it is important that it didn't start on the 18th of July on his birthday, but on the 5th, on this day, that is when everything started, when we saw Mandela being captured, and we're very happy that we have this replica car that really symbolizes and really tracing our history as South Africa, but also showcasing to the world who we are as South Africans, but also the significance of the site. We are also building up to the Nelson Mandela Day Marathon on the 26th of August, where again, we are told it is the toughest race that is around, and we're hoping that those who have registered are already ready to start this long walk to the site.
What else are we going to be doing? I see there's a marquee set up there. We've unveiled the car. We've walked the 5Ks. What are we doing from now?
Well, from now on, we are going to be talking briefly to the rest of the community about the site, about the significance of the site. We also have international people that comes here on the daily basis to come and see the site. As you would know, even in the South African money now, we have this sculpture actually being part of that legacy. And we're really proud that from the humble beginnings, when we thought about what can we do about the site as the department, when we sat around the table and said, how can we really embrace but also conserve the significance of the site, and this is where we are today. And we're really proud that we started from the humble beginnings, from nowhere, when people thought we were crazy about what we were imagining ourselves. And recently we're going to be unveiling the multi-purpose center, which will also have the museum, where really communities are going to be coming here for services, where communities will really be part of the site.
Thank you very much for your time, MEC. We'll join you up there for more of the program. Well, there you have it, Paul. We've started off the program with a walk. We've unveiled the car. There's going to be a laying of a wreath, and there's just going to be more communication to the community about the importance of Nelson Mandela. As the MEC spoke earlier, there is a museum that is currently being built right behind us. I'm not too sure if my cameraman can actually pan, so you can see. Okay, it's a bit too far, he says. But there is a museum that's going to be unveiled in no time at all by COGTA, where this car is actually going it's going to be housed in that museum alongside several other artifacts based on Nelson Mandela's walk or rather capture.
No, Litando, I'm really interested in this car. I wonder if it's possible that you could just take us closer to it. I'm wondering what make it is. It looks like a very classy car. I do see people coming around it to sort of peek through the windows. Are you able to do that for us?
Take photos.
Oh, come closer. Just bring us closer.
Let's try. Let's see if my cameraman can. Yes, we're going to come closer. Yes, we're going to walk towards the car. I did see several people open. This car is an Austin. I think it's an Austin Martin. I'm not too sure. I don't know these things about cars, Mpo. But it's refurbished. The inside is looking pretty good. Okay, I don't know how to open the door either. Oh, there, the door opens. And he's going to walk so you can see the inside of the car. And our viewers can see the inside of the car. But it's really looking top-notch. It's been newly painted, you can see. The tires are looking fresh as well. Oh, the rims are to die for. This must have been a really fast car for Tata to be able to drive and get... But we did hear the MEC actually saying it's a replica of the car. So I'm not sure if it's actually the original car. You can see the plates there. It says Mandela 1962. And I think you can see now it's an Austin. Is it an Austin Martin? I think it's... I'm trying to find out from the guys here if they know. But yeah, it's a pretty good-looking car, Paul, as you said. My cameraman is going to come. I'm going to open for him. And he's going to come inside. Oh, sorry.